welcome to this month's womensministry.net video devotional. I'm Jennifer Rothschild and I'm welcoming you into a very special place, my laundry room. There's a reason, I'll tell you why. This is the place, I don't know about you, but for me, this is the place where I can get so frustrated because it seems like I can't keep up and I really want to do, everything well in my life. In fact, I have a tendency to want to do everything perfect. And my laundry room is a place of utter imperfection, and it can make me really unhappy. Now, this is not surprising, and I'm going to tell you why. There's been a survey called the General Social Survey, and it's tracked Americans' moods since 1972, and recently it was discovered that women's moods have become less happy. Isn't that interesting? Women today are given more opportunities, yet we seem to have more gloom. Now, there's myriad reasons for this, but I personally think that one of the reasons women today are slightly less happy is because we put really high expectations on ourselves. In fact, we just think we need to be perfect. We need to have the perfect house, the perfect family, the perfect job, the perfect look, the perfect clothes, the perfect children. Everything needs to be perfect, and that's not really realistic. Think about it. Decades ago, women kept house, reared their children, volunteered. But today, women keep house, rear their children, run carpools, volunteer, coach soccer teams, help in PTA, volunteer at church, work full-time, and a lot of women do it without even a spouse. They're single. A lot more demands. But what's happened is, with the increased demands, women seem to have increased our expectations of ourselves. Rather than realistically lowering our expectations, we've increased them. And so the result is, when we don't do things perfectly, we're hard on ourselves. When people may criticize us, we take it really personally. If relationships fail, we feel like utter failures. So what's a girl to do? Do you just give up? Well, my suggestion is that we give up on being perfect. There's a lot of freedom in that. And here's why. You and I, we're not called to be perfect. We are called to be redeemed and restored and forgiven and loved and blanketed in God's grace. You see, we don't have to be perfect because God is. And faith in Christ ushers into our lives an ability to rest in who God made us to be. The Apostle Paul said in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9, that we can rest in our weaknesses because that's the very place where the strength of Christ can dwell. So let's make a pact. Let's give up on perfect. Don't give up on having high standards. Don't give up on having realistic expectations, and don't give up on your responsibilities. But give up on being perfect. Extend the same mercy to yourself that you would extend to others. You don't expect them to be perfect. There's only one whom we really rely on being perfect, and that's God Himself. So rest in Him today, and when you do, you're going to beat those statistics and be a much happier woman. If you're watching this video today with some of your friends, some of your imperfect friends, why don't you take a minute and just look at that verse in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9, and discuss how you can see the sufficiency of God's grace in your imperfections, how you can, in a very practical way, learn to rest in those weaknesses, and then how you can see God's strength just rise up and show Himself so powerful in the areas where you once were striving to be perfect. I'm really glad you joined me today. I hope you have a great month. God bless you, and make sure you come visit us and be part of the community at womensministry.net. God bless you.